Bitcoin and crypto, we invited the devil to dance with the ETFs and stuff like that. We all started out hating on all of them and we're all screaming decentralized, decentralized. But when we take the money, that tune kind of changes, you know?
History is repeating, at least according to expert trader CryptoFace.
Where we are right now is where this green dotted line is. This is the current money flow. And if we just go into the past, what happened during the last times with the money flow? So boom, when we were at that exact point, and then here when the money flow was right there at the same point, and right here when it was last time also at the same point.
What comes next for Bitcoin's price? Today, we follow the money.
Look at what the smart money's doing.
Smash the like button. I think that you should send this video to a trusted friend. It's time for a market reset. CryptoFace, you have made a lot of money trading Bitcoin. Where will Bitcoin be by Christmas? Christmas, I'm going to be sitting across from my father again, and he's going to say, how is Bitcoin doing? And I want to say Bitcoin's having a Merry Christmas. But I don't want you to tell me what I want to hear. I want you to tell me where you think Bitcoin will be by Christmas.
Okay. I'm going to try to do that. So I'm going to pull up. There's really two dates left in the rest of the year. Those two dates are the Fed rate cut and then the election. It's pretty much impossible to know what's going to happen for the election. But with the Fed cut, the last time we had a rate cut was during COVID in March, and the price of Bitcoin dropped 60%. And so I do see a scenario where people are immediately bullish, woohoo, right? We're cutting the rates, and then boom, it gets sold pretty hard rate down. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. So just to show you real quick. So this is 2020, February, March, and this was the last time the Fed cut rates. And this is Bitcoin. It dropped 60%. Not saying that's what's going to happen this time, but hopefully it doesn't happen. But actually, to be honest with you, when the price goes down and we have a dump, you know, when the price dumps, we can get more of it. So my outlook for the rest of the year, let me zoom in a little bit here. And if we just kind of just draw a rough support and resistance, we're kind of floating in between. The end of the year is right here. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit and tell you what I'm really thinking. So here's what I'm thinking for at least through the end of the year. I told you about following the money. So this green and red wave down here, this is our money flow indicator. It tracks when money's coming in and if money's going out of the asset pair. And right now we have been in the green and we love this curvature, but it's curving down. And so if I was looking for bullish price action on Bitcoin, it would worry me a little bit. So what I like to do is I like to assumptive draw what would probably be the closest, what it would probably look like. So if I draw a line like this, let's say this money flow is going to come down, come into the red, and maybe start coming up like this, right? Just a simple assumption. I then take the measuring tool and I measure from today's date to that point. And this says 315 days, okay? Just to kind of give you an example of what I'm doing here. So let's say if this was back in 2022 and we were right here with the money flow, these little green lines say we're at the same point right here. I say, oh, I think it's going to do this and come down and maybe go like this, right? Well, this was the bottom. And so that was, 343 days. So about a year. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think we'll probably have a year of grinding slowly to the downside with volatility. So the price can move up and down, but to the downside. And I want to actually show you something else here, man. So where we are right now is where this green dotted line is. This is the current money flow. And if we just go into the past, what happened during the last times with the money flow? So boom, when we were at that exact point, And then here, when the money flow was right there at the same point, and right here when it was last time, also at the same point. So if I go back at the same points of money flow, we see that we have, okay, this was in 2022 in February, and the price kind of was coming down, flanged off, gave us one more kind of hopeful, oh, maybe it's not done yet. Ah, and then it came down pretty hard, right? And then the time before that, we were hanging off a cliff at 6,000 going, oh, maybe it's going to spike up like this. Nope, it's not coming back down to the to the bottom. And then I think there's one more time. This is back in this was before Bitcoin was invented 50 years ago. I don't know how they even charted it back then, but pretty much the same thing. This just kind of immediately fell off. Now it kind of teases us a little bit. So is past, does past things mean it's guaranteed in the future? No, but yeah, it does. History pretty much repeats itself. So I would say, if I'm a betting man, which I am, that we need to see some downward price action. Where it will go, nobody knows. Maybe 50,000, 40,000, 30,000. That question I can't really answer. There's a million charts you could probably find that give you amazing support lines where you could kind of guess.
You think
I would stick.
30,000 is on the table?
I'll tell you why I think it's on the table. A lot of money has come in, and really that money really came from the COVID printing, right? And so all the stock markets, all the markets really puffed up, real estate, everything was super injected. And we always print money. So we are print money high right now. And even though we always print money, there was nothing like that COVID time where we printed what, like 40, 30% of the total, amount of dollars we had. And so that is baked into the price. And there is a lot of profits to be taken. Also, especially in Bitcoin, you always hear people say, when everyone's bearish, I'm bullish. When everyone's bullish, I'm bearish, right? Well, what is everyone bearish on right now? The dollar. Everyone is bearish on the dollar right now. And for good reason, But look at what the smart money's doing. Warren Buffett and all these other dudes, Tommy Tuberville, all the politicians, you know what they're doing, bro? They're selling, dude. They're selling hard. They're selling hard. When I go to my bank and they try to sick 3 bankers on me. They're like, you have this cash. Let's put it into money markets. Let's put it into a stock accounts and stuff. I'm like, well, I get you're doing your job, but if you need 3 guys to try to convince me, it's probably not that good of an idea. If it's a good idea, it should only take one of you guys at Wells Fargo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm holding cash, man. I'm holding cash. I'm shorting and I'm just trading. I could be totally wrong. But if you truly love Bitcoin and crypto and you believe in it, the truth is you should be excited for price reduction because then you can get more of it. And then there's real opportunity. What are you going to do? Buy Bitcoin at 60,000? It goes to 120,000. You double your money. Come on, man. That's not going to change anybody's life. You're going to go into meme coin roulette. It's been worse than ever right now. Worse than ever. Unless you're a creator, unless you made it, or you're maybe one lucky guy, you get wrecked. So I think we need a reset. And you know what? I'll show you one more thing. Here as well. So we have had a decreasing money flow for years now, and I've pretty much ignored it. Bitcoin's favorite number is 4 in patterns. 4 is an important number in so many ways. Music. And the 4 cycle is kind of a real thing, the 4-year cycle. And we have had 1, 2, 3, 4, and each one's gotten a little bit smaller. The money flow arc is what I'm saying. And so to me, it would make sense if this money flow has to kind of come down hard a little bit, dump it hard, sweat everybody out, freak everybody out. The house of cards kind of crumbles a little bit. and then we get to reset. You make a lot more money trading a Bitcoin price of 20,000 and 30,000 than you do 60 and 70,000. So I'm leaning bearish, bro. Could be wrong. We'll see what happens with the two major events remaining in the year.
I appreciate you keeping it real with us, CryptoFace. Sounds like the Christmas is going to be cold this time. And it surprised me that you came on and say that. But is there any point in talking about when you think Bitcoin is going to break all-time highs and your future outlook for that? Or right now, are we waiting for it to kind of bottom and see how it plays out?
And so, I kind of had two little theories that I've been wrestling with. One was like, if we're in some ending some super cycle, how long does it take for a new super cycle, to start as compared to a normal cycle? And I basically came to the conclusion that it probably takes the same time. Um, maybe we wait another year or two and time goes by, but there's always the possibility, if things get real bad, real bad, it could be longer than that. Bitcoin and crypto, we invited the devil to dance with the ETFs and stuff like that. We all started out hating on all of them, and we're all screaming decentralized, decentralized. And but when we take the money in, that tune kind of changes, which is totally understandable. I'm not arguing against it, but we're a little more stuck to to the standard markets. And so if things get bad and they get bad for a long time, probably the price action will too. And Bitcoin works, whether it's a $1,000 price or a $50,000 price. What I love about crypto is being able to send money anywhere, how much, instantly, with no middleman. That is the true value. That's the real value. When you go from trying to send someone like a Cash App, or when you go from normal money to sending crypto, and when you do it on a regular basis, it's like night and day. It's night and day. It really is. And so we got that going for us. There's still going to be, scammy stuff, and it's hard protecting yourself. Self custody is not easy, dude. It's not. And but it is possible. But sending money anywhere, anytime, any place, fast, and whatever amount, that's what's valuable to me. That's why I love, Bitcoin and crypto and stuff. And so, but I'm going to be trading it. It works no matter price. So we might have to sweat a little bit out. We came up a lot from 15K.
CryptoFace, we're keeping cash on the sidelines thanks to you. Thanks for keeping it real with us on your outlook for the market. Now, where can our audience find you? Please plug yourself, your product, Crypto Cipher or Market Cipher, and anything you want.
Well, thanks for having me. And you guys are very nice guys in person and on camera, so I appreciate that. You can just go to my YouTube if you type in CryptoFace on YouTube. I've been wearing a mask before COVID, okay? Batman doesn't wear a COVID mask. He just wears a mask, okay? You can go to marketciphertrading.com, go to the tutorials to check out Market Cipher. We're the number one, we're the best-selling indicator option in crypto by far. Works for anything, works for, stocks and whatever. We have all different experience levels. My Twitter is real CryptoFace1, the number one. And I have an Instagram too, but I forgot what it is, but it's verified. So yeah, check it out. And I appreciate it. Listen, man, if I'm wrong, it's totally okay. I've been wrong before, but we'll see. We're gonna find out, but I'm gonna be trading it either way, baby.
And you, just like me, update our outlook as new information comes. So, make sure you're subscribed to us and CryptoFace and you're following us on a regular basis.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, if you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe to Altcoin Daily. We post one video every day. We give you an edge in crypto. Subscribe to our channel, turn notifications on, join our team.